Canadian Jessica Gladstone makes her way to the ring. She weighed in at 57 kilos last night, trained by the Contender Asia's Trevor Smandich from Team Smandich. Brings in a record of 9 losses, 1 draw and 10 wins in an extensive 20-fight career. And listen to the ovation for a lady who needs no introduction, Kaylee Lewis. The 30-year-old from Riddler's Gym brings in a record of 23-4. She also weighed in at 57 kilos even last night. What a moment here for Kaylee Lewis as she hurdles the top ropes and prepares for Australia versus Canada. This is a WMC Intercontinental title defense sponsored by Riley's Tattoos. We are set for 5x2, 57-kilo mark. Michael Chevello, Mark the Hammer Castanini with you. It is the glittering silver of the Australian Kaylee Lewis and the white trunks of the Canadian Jessica Gladstone. Kaylee, one of the most well put together women in the world of Muay Thai. Very crisp all-rounder, good knees, great grapple, solid boxing, good legs. Trained, of course, by the Riddler, Darren Reese. You couldn't have a better trainer in your corner. Nice high right round kick there from Kaylee as she just tests the waters and sees what Gladstone has to offer. Good experience, as I said, on Gladstone, 20 fights. Kaylee does have the advantage, 27 fights. And it's continually becoming harder to find Kaylee Lewis local opponents at 57 kilos. Good to see that supremacy has gone abroad and brought in a Canadian hammer.
Yeah, well, that's the go now for Kales. I think it's the women's division is certainly heating up, and there's some good talent there, but they've either already fought each other, or you know, they're moving in weight divisions and getting harder to match. So it's going to become more and more prevalent that you know, overseas females are going to have to be shipped in to take on the Aussie, the best of the Aussie. And yeah, check out the ratings in International Kickboxer magazine. You'll see in there's a bit of an array of great female talent, but at the same time, there's not that many names that you know, there's a wealth of talent that can be matched, and therefore we're seeing more and more overseas females having to be shipped in. But Gladstone is a credible opponent, of course trained by Trevor, and you can bet, you know, he himself, Trevor Smandich, is you know, he's a good all-round fighter, and I'm sure his girl's going to put in a good showing here tonight.
Continually looking at counter with the right cross off Kaylee's kicks here is Jessica Gladstone. Fell short for her though on a few occasions. And just a real filling out process in that first round. We are set for 5x2. Knees and no elbows.
See Kaylee, she's having a bit of success off that lead leg, switching up nicely and putting in the round kick off the lead.
Trevor Smandich in the corner and Darren the Riddler Reese in the corner of Kaylee Lewis. We are ready to rock and roll. Second round of action. Just look at the footwork on this bird's eye view though when you go above of Kaylee Lewis. It's beautiful as she steps across, cuts off the ring, prevents the movement of Jessica Gladstone. Now we'll see if Gladstone again tries to counter with the right cross, and she does once more off Kaylee's kicking. It seems to be one of the game plans here of Jessica Gladstone. Good clinch locked on here from Kaylee. She is one of the strongest women in the country with that tight clinch is Kaylee Lewis.
Of course, down at Riddler's Gym, working with the likes of Eugene Eckelboom, you know, when you're grappling someone like Eugene, you know you're only going to improve. And of course, Kaylee's obviously done many rounds in the clinch with Eugene, and she would have to be surviving against someone with that sort of experience. So any opponent that steps in and tries to clinch with her is certainly going to have a hard night at the office.
There are 5 real big guns in there. Riddler's Gym stable. 4 of them are on the card tonight. Taylor Lewis, Kim Olsen, Chad Walker and Chris White. The other being, of course, as Hammer said, Eugene Eckelboom. So a busy night here for Darren Reese and his team. Nice leg kick there from Kaylee. Right cross from Gladstone. Jab 2-3. That was good work there. And an outside thigh kick from Gladstone. very clean fight so far. Some crisp technique from both ladies.
Of course, Kaylee there with a big punish fight gear on her top. A big hello to Nick from Punish. So puts down some good gear. Punish gear, it's getting very popular indeed.
Inside leg kick from Gladstone. Kayla Lewis trying to steal the round. Some peppering punches there from Jessica Gladstone. Turns her around in the red corner. There it is, into the second.
It's a better round for Gladstone, that one, but still in the clinch. Katie's dominating, very strong in the clinch. Hawk right hand almost paid some dividends for Gladstone. She's going to the body nicely as well, not just going head hunting. She's varying her punch angles. Once again, the switch round kick from Haley, bringing the right hand through after it. Good technique.
Third round of 5. Nice front kick. And the outside leg kick from Kaylee. Gloves up nice and high, arms turned outwards, and again digs that tip kick into the midsection. Goes a little higher off the round kick, lead leg there, looking for the upper right rib cage. Gladstone's got to let that right hand go, and she does now. It's been her prime weapon so far, countering with that right hand down the tube off Kaylee's kicking. Kaylee just careers that knee into the rib cage. She looks so confident here, does Kayla Lewis, so powerful. Good long reach on the front kick again, and she glances towards her corner. A lot of instruction coming from Darren Reese.
I've seen Kaylee fight and compete many times, and I feel when she fights in Perth, which of course is her home state, she just always kicks it up a notch and puts it together so nicely. I think the home crowd advantage really lifts Kales and brings out her best, that's for sure.
Nice footwork again there from Kaylee. Cracks that round kick, just trying to tuck it under the elbow and look for that liver. Gets the knee in there. There's the round kick again off the lead leg. The work rate here of Kayla Lewis, and even Jessica Gladstone, got to give her credit, on the back foot, continually firing those punches down the corridor. Nice knee guard put on there from Kaylee. And referee should move in and separate these ladies. No, he lets them fight it out. Good jab too from Gladstone. Just needs a little bit more power behind these salvos. Checks the inside leg kick, does Kaylee. Crashes that round kick again off the lead leg. Shin meets rib. Rib's always going to draw the short straw in that equation.
Again, she fires out that switch lead kick nicely and gets right up onto the rib cage, Gales. Working some good knees in the clinch. Strong round for Kayla Lewis, Michael.
3 down, 2 remaining. Kayla Lewis seems to be in control, but Jessica Gladstone is here to fight. Nice handwork there from Gladstone, 1-2. Kaylee is traditionally one of those fighters, Hammer, who does start a little slow and pick up the pace as the rounds progress. We're seeing that at the moment. A very tentative first and second, really picking up the pace there in the third, the Australian.
Yeah, and look, in the clinch, drilling knees, and as you said, picking up the pace in the third. She's certainly getting up some good momentum now the Aussie. Of course, Australia versus Canada, it's a great international matchup. Ladies fighting, liking what I see so far. Great technique from both these girls.
Good front kick again. She's just using it to keep Jessica Gladstone at bay as Gladstone tries to break through and work that nice 1-2 combination. Here's the clinch from Kaylee, puts on the knee guard, so no knees able to be thrown by Gladstone over in the blue corner, and the referee gives both ladies a slap and a tickle, brings them both back to centre ring.
Dean Woodhams always does a great job in centre ring. Michael always he's one of those centre referees that's there only when he needs to be. If you notice, he's on the outskirts of the fighting action, doesn't get involved too much in the fight unless he has to be. It's a real art form itself, being a good ref.
Seeing a lot more clinch work here in the 4th round, penultimate round of action. First 2 rounds was mostly a kickboxing contest. As I said, Kaylee very proficient in the grapple. There's that beautiful front kick again, just forcing Gladstone back off that lead leg. Skips forward again, does Kaylee. Locks on the tie clinch, drills the knee to the upper left rib cage. And she locks on the knee guard again. This is superb offensive and defensive work, and there must be elbows allowed because Kaylee just popped one off the right arm.
There's a short elbow there. She's seen it right.
Good front kick again. That lead leg head kick, as it's called in Thai, is just working a treat here for Lewis. Skips forward again, one hand behind the back of the neck. There goes the second. Dead centre of the ring, knee to the midsection, belly button through the back, and another one up to the right rib cage from Kaylee. It's a dominant performance from the Australian here in the fourth round. Again, that front kick working a treat as Gladstone tries to come through with the hands, but she's not getting too many clean shots on Kayla Lewis. And it's all up to Jessica Gladstone with only 2 minutes remaining in the fight now, Hammer.
Well, it certainly is, and this one, the Intercontinental title defence, which Kaylee Lewis holds, but the challenger has certainly come down under the fight, rallied nicely with the hands, and I think Kaylee's recognised that, so she's looking to cut her off, not getting to a boxing exchange with her, keeping her at range with the good push kick, which is your jab of your legs, basically, and then bringing her hands through nicely and clinching up underneath. So there's a push kick I just mentioned, and then she'll tie up a knee. And I think she feels the advantage that she has in the grapple is paying dividends.
Could do Shakespeare off that balcony. We're ready for the fifth and final round. It is all Kayla Lewis. Time for Jessica Gladstone to try and find the target with those hands, and that's what she does off the bell. Nice sticky 1-2 through the guard. But can she get past the Kaylee Lewis front kick off the lead leg? What a weapon it is. Again, digs the ball of the feet into the midsection, and once more. It is the kickboxer's kicking jab, and Kaylee Lewis uses it so well.
It gets really frustrating when you're trying to come in on your opponent and let your hand shots go, and you get pinged in the midsection with the ball of the foot. It really stuns you momentarily, and then you've got to reassess just like that. Once again, she's getting just pushed back with that push kick, and again, this is really textbook stuff of the push kick use. Kaylee Lewis is putting down here, doing it nicely.
Again locked up in the corner. Lewis looking for the knees to the midsection, almost takes her nose off with an uppercut elbow. Lewis storming ahead on the judges' scorecards, no doubt. Jessica Gladstone is all hard. She's gallant, but just can't match the work rate, the speed, or the technique of Kayla Lewis. This is Kaylee in front of her home crowd. This is Kaylee at her textbook finest, as the Hammer said. She locks on the knee guard, fights out with the right hand.
Certainly a great representation of female fighting. Kaylee Lewis putting it together nicely. The skill level tonight has been absolutely exceptional.
Jab body shot from Gladstone, but unless she can find a Hail Mary shot, she's not going to win this contest. Again, Kaylee on the front foot, cracks the round kick into the rib cage. There's that trip humming of a front kick off the lead leg. And once more from Kaylee. It is an almost faultless performance from the Australian. Cracks the back leg. And there it is, end of the fifth and final round. It will be a successful WMC Intercontinental title defense. Well, this fight brought to you by Riley's Tattoo. And I tell you, Kayla Lewis absolutely tattooed the midsection of Gladstone continually with those front kicks to the stomach.
Just beautiful use of the kick. Great range, timed perfectly. On the inside, she had the upper hand in the grapple, let the elbows go when she had to. Nice work.
Canada versus Kaylee Lewis from Australia. The winner, in a unanimous decision, Kaylee.
Never a doubt about it, Kayla Lewis takes her record to 24 wins in 28 outings. Folks, stay with us. More action from Supremacy 10.